Alright, we have finally reached it. After 17 weeks of fighting in the regular season, we cut the field down from 32 teams to 12 teams. After 3 more weeks of competition, and some controversy in the AFC and NFC championship games, we cut the field down from 12 to 2. And after another meaningless Pro Bowl game, we have finally reached it. Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta, Georgia. We have Maroon 5 performing the halftime show. WWE is doing halftime heat again, thinking it's still 1999. Honestly, rest in peace, Vince McMahon's dignity. Your WWE's gonna be so fucked after Sunday. There's no way you're beating Maroon 5 in the fucking ratings. But continuing on, we have finally got here. We have 2 participants left, so let's go ahead and meet our participants for the 53rd Lombardi Trophy. Hailing first from the AFC. Oh boy, New England in another Super Bowl. Hooray. Remember when New England was a lovable underdog and the saying used to be fuck the Cowboys? Those were some good times. Now the saying has changed to fuck the Cowboys and fuck the Patriots. Fuck the Patriots, yes, but in a strange way, I still have respect for them. I'll admit, even though it's New England again, this is probably the most shocking time for New England to make the Super Bowl. Because we all thought this team was dead. We were seeing this team die before our very eyes. Especially in Week 3 when New England got completely manhandled by Detroit, of all teams. And then a Miami Miracle. But in the end, none of that mattered, and New England made it back to the Super Bowl again. With probably one of their weaker squads in the NFL. They got here with wins in the divisional round against the Chargers, and they were able to go on the road and win in Arrowhead against the Chiefs in overtime. And Chief fans, you can say the Patriots cheated all you want, but Chief fans are also at fault because really, Kansas City, you want to blame the Patriots for cheating, and yet you were also caught cheating by shining a laser pointer in Brady's eyes? You want to cheat? The Patriots can return the favor. Counter for counter. But we look at the Patriots. Of course, on this roster, the same stars are always here. You know, you got one of the greatest quarterbacks in the game ever in Tom Brady. You also got leaders like Julian Edelman, James White, Rob Gronkowski, Chris Hogan, Philip Dorsett, and Patterson, and many other names that have still stayed here. And they got another promising young running back in Sony Michel. The offensive line looks one of the best offensive line units in all of football. You also got on defense, you got names like Trey Flowers, Malcolm Brown, Dante Hightower, Kyle Van Noy. You also got Patrick Chung, and you got both Jason and Devin McCourtney on the secondary. The defense might be one of the worst defenses the Patriots have ever had, but they still got here because the head coach of this well-oiled machine is Bill Belichick, proving why Bill is maybe one of the greatest coaches, if not the greatest coach in NFL history. New England also has a lot of experience since considering this is now the 3rd straight year they have made the Super Bowl. Now, I know a lot of fans are going to go on and claim that the NFL is rigged for New England and whatnot. Listen, folks, it's not the NFL's fault that your team is a poorly run shithole. What do you think was the main message behind those trash talk videos on teams like Cleveland, Chicago, Cincinnati, the Jets, the 49ers, and the Buffalo Bills? What do you think was and the Cowboys? What do you think was the main message in all of those? It comes down to one of 3 answers. A, shit ownership. B, shit management. Or C, all of the above. Say whatever you want about the Patriots, they have been able to have great drafts throughout the last 2 decades to keep their 2-decade dynasty alive. They've been able to take some questionable prospects in the mid to late 20s and turn them all into gold. Because a lot of their drafts, they've been able to draft well based off of best player available that fit their schemes perfectly. Except the last couple years, they've been drafting based off of needs in their schemes. And they still flourish in their system. And it also helps that you have the greatest coach and the greatest quarterback of their generation in the game to also help this out. The Patriot Empire might be ending soon, considering Brady might be still a year or two away from retirement. Brady has already said that Super Bowl 53 will not be his last game. But we know sooner or later, Father Time may catch up on Brady. He's on the other side of 40 now. So I say, New England, you better look at another quarterback in a year or two, or you're going to be massively screwed when the Empire is faded and your championship window ends. But New England is probably still going to be a favorite for the Super Bowl every year until Brady retires. But there's also a challenger, because hailing from the NFC. Congratulations, Los Angeles Rams. You have finally shedded your locale name right off of your label. And you do this by making your first Super Bowl since 2001. The Rams look like a very solid team, one of the best high-flying offenses in the league. Well, it gets crazy to take that in 2 years. The Rams went from being absolute dog shit at 4-12 to now being in the Super Bowl. So we go ahead and we ask ourselves, what changed? Well, I think the obvious answer at first was the Rams firing Mr. 7-9 Jeff Fisher. Hey, Jeff Fisher was technically right. He didn't go 4-9 in his he didn't go 7-9 in his last season. He went 4-9. So kudos to that. But for the Rams, instead of hiring another retread at head coach, they went for an unproven prospect in Sean McVay. Little would the Rams know, this would be the greatest hire they ever made. Sean McVay is pretty much the engineer of this machine as well. The Rams offense looks like the second coming of the greatest show on turf. You look at the Rams, they got a lot of talented players. You got players like Jared Goff on quarterback, who under Jeff Fisher's system looked like a quarterback that couldn't throw to the side of a barn. But in McVay's system, Jared Goff has turned into a very promising quarterback and has lived up to the hype and potential he was given when he was the number 1 pick. You also have on there, you have one of the top running backs in the league in Todd Gurley. And you also got another dual threat in C.J. Anderson. You also got receivers like Brandon Cooks and Robert Woods. And you also would have had Cooper Kupp, but he got a season and injury. But it hasn't mattered because you've been able to still get here with a top offense. You also got on defense. You got players like Michael Brockers and Ndamukong Suh. You also got Dominic Easley and Dante Fowler. And on secondary, you got players like Marcus Peters and Aqib Talib. You also got a player in Corey Littleton. A lot of your talent has been homegrown. And we haven't even gone to your corner piece in your defense. Your bread and butter. The generational talent known as Aaron Donald, who can shed blocks easily with ease. One of the greatest defensive tackles in the game today. The Rams defense has shown some signs, but they're going to need to show some big signs in the Super Bowl. The Rams look like a great team, but can they live up to the hype? Because even though this is the first Boston-LA Super Bowl matchup, this is technically a rematch of Super Bowl 36 between the Rams and Patriots. Of course, in that game, the Rams entered as 14-point favorites. Kurt Warner was the quarterback for the Rams at the time, and Tom Brady was a very young quarterback at the time. We all know what happened. Patriots would win the game 20-17. Patriots entered their legacy of failure at the time. Tom Brady got a Super Bowl reign, and of course, that started a 2-decade dynasty of the Patriots, and the rest is history. So, could the Rams get retribution after all those years and beat the Patriots and start their own dynasty? Or will we deal with the same old arrogance before? So, here we are. We have reached it. Time to find out who will win. Here it is. It's the evil empire versus the great second coming of the greatest show on turf. Darth Belichick takes on young Padawan Sean McVay. Into the arena of death we go. So in terms of a prediction, really in the end, it doesn't really matter who wins this game. The only winner in this out of it all is the NFL, because they're still going to get a lot of ratings out of it, and they're still going to make money off this, and they're going to get their champion in the end. So like last year's Super Bowl and the 2018 NBA Finals and the 2018 World Series, it doesn't matter who wins, we all lose. Unless you're from New England or LA. But in the end, I look at this game, it could go either way. Both teams are really evenly matched. I think that point score spread for the Patriots by 3 is very well placed. This game could go either way. But in the end, I'm going to go ahead and go with the predictable outcome in this. I'm going to go ahead and say the New England Patriots are going to win Super Bowl 53, 28-25. And Tom Brady will get his 6th Super Bowl ring. There we go, because the football gods will show no mercy on us and let the Patriots Empire reign supreme. Amen. But before I go, I'll go ahead and I'll wish good luck to all the Rams and Patriots fans in the game Sunday. Only Rams fans I know on YouTube are Josh Johnson and SoCal Rams fan. Good luck to both of yous. One of my good friends from wrestling happens to be a Rams fan. I won't mention his name. He helps run the Sarnia wrestling shows from where I live. I won't mention his name for privacy, but good luck to you, man. If you're watching this video. And for Patriot fans, the only Patriot fans I know of are Boston Sports World, Kiss the Reigns, and Space Metal Ferrari 248. Good luck to you this Sunday. May the best team win. But yeah, who will win Super Bowl 53, we'll have to see. And how much of a disaster will WWE dig themselves into after Sunday? We will have to wait and see. But peace out.